Hi, this is Todd, and I'm Todd Burgess in Second Life, and I'm part of an organization that's called Samsara.rocks, and also Burgess Industries. So, what I'm going to share with you today are the houses that I've retextured. One that I built from scratch years ago, and two others that I grabbed off Marketplace, and they were full perm, and I just remade them. Au gout du jour. Added fireplace, chimneys, put my own style of textures and doors, and I also removed a lot of prims and added others like mesh lights, and so totally remade it into my own type of creations in a way. Wouldn't really recognize them. The only thing that seems to be really you know, recognizable is that little part he put on there. Gives it a modern touch, which I like, and I left it there. You see, if you take a look here, I like that texture. My son suggested that I put the same type of effect. Top window lights up the room. So this small cottage is perfect to put on a 1024 plot of land. I often put it on a piece of land that I'll set for sale more expensive, and you know what? Sells. So people like that house enough that when they see it on the plot of land, they're ready to pay 1,000 extra lindens just to have that plot of land with the house on it ready to go. So you just take a few minutes to set up the doors and put it for sale. The house is transferable. It's modifiable, so you got to be careful. You don't want to be mess up the textures too much, but you can modify things if you want to add stuff, or if you want to put your own touches to it. Now, like this one here can fit also on the same size plot of land, but the house itself is bigger. It's perfect for somebody who owns more stuff or wants to own more stuff. And this one here is perfect for you could turn it into a store, but it's also looks like a dream house, at least a dream house of mine. So if I had that house, I'd be pretty happy in real life. Yeah, so let's go in and visit them. So we'll start with the small one, and we'll work our way up to the big one. Okay, so this house I built a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. And I always liked it. I think I did a good job. It's low prim considerably. It's practical. It looks good. Here's a fireplace. A view. And back then there weren't any steps, prim steps. I guess I could have worked something out since then, but hey, I got used to this. You can slide down with a crazy carpet if you want to. Gotta be careful though. There's a lot of space on the second floor. Great. This is, this place is intimate enough for a room. You can actually, put a curtain. But even at that, just a divider will keep it intimate. A lot of light. Yeah, so that's the Burgess Stone Cottage, the Canadiana style cottage. Okay, next house is the one I got off Marketplace for 30 lindens. And because I modified it, it increased in prims, so oh well. It's got 133 prims now. And but you see there's mesh windows, mesh guardrails or porch rails. You see a mesh light. I put the fireplace on this floor. In the middle room, my uncle had a house and that's how it was set up, and I like that idea. I like the fact that everywhere in the room, first of all, it's central heating, and from every angle in a room you can see the fire. It just makes it, I think that's how houses should be designed. On this floor, I guess, somebody could put a stove. They wanted another stove, but I don't think you really need it in Second Life. The fire stove or the fireplace is for looks. It's the porch. Nice view here in the sky, on the platform, on my building platform. This is what I recommend that you do. You put up a platform up in the sky there, and you can build stuff on it, and it's out of sight from other people. So if you want your build to be a little secret, not so many people see it. So you could put all the stuff that you make your little village like I have down below, and then on this platform then you can put your prototypes. In this case, my Canadiana, and this is the Americana style house. It's a bit bigger if you want more space, and it's not more expensive. I only asked 99 lindens for the houses. This here, you see? It's like a manor. I call it the Americana style manor. It's got many entrances. Let's go through this one. Main room, maybe a living room or some form of this would be a nice room or study room or viewing room. This is like a kitchen, or could also be a living room. This could be a kitchen with a view. This is the main bedroom with 2 windows. Get the fuck out, hub. Whoops, sorry. Hope I don't get demonetized. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not monetized. See, this here is that little modern enclave with a view. I like amber, so I chose that for a tint. See, oh, skylight. Oh, cute. There's ample space in this mansion. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. I'll have to fix the walls a little there before I pack this house. Yeah, I'm gonna be packing the houses soon. I'm doing like final inspections. Gotta look around, make sure you see like this can be fixed here. I saw 2 or 3 things I gotta fix. It's important to do quality check because there's no looking back afterwards. You want to be reboxing and unboxing and reboxing and doing customer service and like, oh, why did you do that? People calling you because you didn't do something right. So it's important to do it right the first time. So that's why it's going to take a few days of me inspecting the house and making whatever changes have to be done before we pack the houses for them to be sold, you see. So it can be sold as like, a whole set that allows someone to build a village, put it as, modify and copyable. And then you can make another set, a house that is modifiable and transferable but not copyable. But never full perm, because then, you beat the purpose. In this case, I want to be either selling them on my pieces of land when I flip them, and that's my main goal for building these types of houses. So when I buy a plot of land, put it on, make the land look good, show the potential, and the land sells much easier. You'll sell it for, in my case, 1,000 lindens more than I bought it, just because of the house, and I've got unlimited copies of these houses. So this is what it looks like with this type of texture. Maybe I could play around and see if I can find other types of textures that make it interesting. Maybe it'll totally change the house. Things to try out, but for the moment, I'll stick to that. That'll be my first, the series of Canadiana and Americana, so a North American series, if you want to see it that way. And so the stone cottage, Canadiana cottage, the Americana house, and the Americana manor. So, come and see me in Yongwang, and you can come and see our stores. We have the Heart Set on Fire store, the Sounds of Absolute Power store, and the Permanent Damage stores, which represent the 3 albums of my rock band. And come and see the houses. You can fly up to the platform and see those if you want. There's other prototypes. They seem to change and morph, and I try not to. How can I say that? Nothing's ever stuck, in stone. It's always morphable. Like in this case here, this house, my son says, "Hey, it'd be nicer if the top of the roof was just like this one," So I like to listen to my son. I think he's a smart kid. He's 14 years old. I did it. I went ahead, And if you want to see what this house looked like before my son made a suggestion, let's go see it. And then you can tell me in the comments if I should have listened to him or not. Okay? So that's the house, the way it was before I made changes, and then we made it the way that my son suggested it. See? This here. You see, that's how it was before. But he thought that it would look nice if there was a top. These houses are for rent. These condos are for rent. So hopefully we can attract people that want to come and hang around and live in our Sims. This little English style house for rent. And then you can come and see our museum, the Museum of Historical Ancestors. And here is the clubhouse, the Samsara.rocks clubhouse. There's an after hours bar in there. No social distancing required here. Here's the Heart Set on Fire store. And there's my neighbor. She won't let me on her piece of land. But she's kind. She answers when I speak to her. Yeah, so come and visit us in Yongwang. There, I'm back on the platform. Get it? See how the platform gets, can get out of the way. Okay, so if you have any suggestions, anything I should be doing, you want to complain about how I don't use mesh to make my builds yet, then leave comments or troll me, do whatever you want. But, thanks for listening. Take care. Have a good evening.